your October 2019 Astro Tarot forecast. I am shuffling a new deck, the African American Tarot, and this is by Jamal R. Thomas Davis. Beautiful depictions, and as usual, I like to rep some new decks and give everyone a day in court. I am going to do the astrological portion first if you're new to the channel, and then I'll draw some tarot cards at the end. Thank you for subscribing and for following on Instagram as I try to build my following there. I appreciate it. So let's get to it, Virgo. On the 3rd, your ruling planet Mercury enters Scorpio, and this month is all about the Scorpion energy, and on your solar wheel, that represents the 3rd house of communication and data, information, and study, and the neighborhood, siblings, transportation, local travel. Mercury here has you going places, and there's a busyness to you. Virgo loves to be busy, and this says you will be. This is also the sector of writing and communication. I think I said that, but for you writers, this is a beautiful energy for you to express yourself. Mercury is here the whole month, and he will retrograde here on Halloween, on Samhain. So we'll get to that in a little bit. So take advantage of him direct from the 3rd until the 31st. From the 4th on, the whole month, Mars enters Libra. This is the sign right after you. So this is the 2nd house of finance and self-worth and confidence and how you value yourself. So Mars energy, drive, stamina, determination, and power, strength. In the money sector, in the confidence sector, you're making moves, you're going places, you're making it happen. And you're developing an income and earnings. Your earnings will increase with a power like Mars inside that sector. It's generating an income. So for those of you looking for work, this is a good sign that you'll be paid. And for those of you in work and happy where you are, you might want to take the drive and the initiative, Mars, to ask for what you deserve in the 2nd house of money and what you're worth. Ask for what you're worth. On the 8th, Venus, the planet of love and prosperity, enters Scorpio to meet up with Mercury. So, wow. Connecting to your siblings and smoothing over any dynamic between them and attracting the right interests. What you're studying for students out there, you can really absorb, and Venus smooths over this area. So it's an effortless approach to learning. And some of you are attracted to more beautiful rides and whips, more whatever the most attractive vehicle on the market is. If your Virgo's like, and reliable, attractive and reliable. But Venus is kind of edging you to make a pretty purchase in the 3rd house of either transportation or local travel. You might be going somewhere that you think is beautiful and you've never been. Or you've been and you think it's beautiful. On the 13th, the full moon, the culminating energy, is in Aries at 20 degrees. And this is the 8th house. There's an awareness in your intimacy sector, a shining, beautiful, intuitive light like the moon in your 8th house of sex and intimacy and other people's money and what you're investing in. This could apply to home ownership and property, but the full moon is an ending and allowing something to go away, to remove yourself from the burden of a financial commitment. Pay down your debts. The full moon of the 8th, settling and paying down debts. And I'm getting something about investors. Maybe someone will not invest in you. Don't worry. Whoever walks away from something, allow them to walk away. And it'll always serve your higher purpose. And you might not feel that way initially, but it ends that way. It works out that way. On the 23rd, the sun is in Scorpio, enters Scorpio, to join Mercury and Venus. And additionally, on the 27th, our new moon is at 4 degrees of Scorpio. So, wow, happy Halloween. This is new energy, new beginnings in the third house. Some of you are moving to new neighborhoods, new areas, or connecting with new people in the local area and communities around you. I'm tripping over my words as if Mercury was already retrograde. Again, new vehicles or new modes of getting around, new modes of transportation. On the 31st, happy Samhain to the witches, happy Halloween. Through November 20th, Mercury will retrograde at 27 degrees of Scorpio and goes direct at 11 degrees of Scorpio. This retrograde is in your communication sector. So, in that time frame, this isn't the time to have the conversation with the family about, making changes in life, or this isn't the time to have the biggest, conversation with your boss. You want to hone in on what you're saying and not be too responsive and saying things too quickly that you might regret. Also, this is the time to truly revise, review, and rewrite what you have initially started in the third house from the beginning of the month. This really works for writers, teachers, anybody doing stuff regarding public speaking. It could really help clients, clientele, and marketing, publishing, promoting. So you have to gather data and assess everything brilliantly and then reassess when Mercury slows down, just to make sure you meet all of the loose ends here. And congratulations on putting that book out there, because it is a great month to publish something right before, prior to the retrograde, or around the 21st or so after in November. Let's see what's here in the Tarot, Virgo. I wanted to take a moment to let you know that the energy bracelets that I've co-created with Melissa Accessories are now available for autumn, and they're beautiful. So if you have time, just stay tuned at the end of this video. It's just a few seconds long. It's an ad and a beautiful picture. And the link is below that leads you to the site where you can purchase your autumnal equinox bracelet if you're into it. All right, and also if you need a reading from me, I'm at audreyalison.com. We can get to your quarterly Astro Tarot reading. We have a final 3-month quarter of the year that we can go over and collect some data points. And if you need help navigating your 2020, I'm your girl. Let's go. Wow, rabbits. Aw, hi T, if you're watching. I always think of you when I do Virgo. Knight of Cups. Communication, happiness, a message coming through. Let's see what else is here. Could be a water sign too, a little younger. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. 4 of Cups. Don't cry over what is no longer present or what is no longer emotionally there. I'm hearing this. You have to make ends meet. So this really isn't the definition of the card, but this is what I'm hearing. You have to make ends meet, so don't worry. Don't judge yourself too harshly if you're doing something that you're not emotionally connecting with right now. Some of you are forced to maybe connect with people or even work in areas that you're not into at all right now. It feels like a temporary thing, but I'll see what else comes up. Don't worry, you're doing what's best for you and you can always move on. King of Coins. There you are. Hi, Virgo. Sitting in all of your strength. Don't give up the throne because no one else can sit there. King of Coins, the master of his environment and occupation. You can drum something up. You've got a whole community to drum up and buy what you're selling. So let's do this. What else is here? Ooh, this guy's cool. Little tiki dude. This is the Knight of Swords. Just don't do things harshly. Don't force yourself into other people's lives. I could see, you know, if you're in a new neighborhood, you're like, hi, I made you a casserole. And then the next day, hi, here's some cookies. You don't want to force yourself into new territory is what I'm hearing. Wow, I'm hearing a lot that normally isn't the theme of the card necessarily, but as a medium, I hear things, and I have to tell you what I hear, but I'm hearing things more and more. Let me tell you, this doesn't dissipate. This just gets more and more increased. It enhances more and more. Anyway, wow, I have to do my counting. What's the 11? Oh, this is Justice. Wow, see, you have to really know your tarot. They don't tell you much. You have to know your numbers too, your major arcana. The 11, this is Justice and redemption, reward, fairness, settlement, signing contracts and property agreements, and licensing and mortgages and all that stuff. Justice has been served. Boop. I think that what's fair is fair in love and war. I'm also getting all these phrases. Okay. All right, Virgo, you're just getting an all-around medium reading, but looking at the tarot, I would say you're front and center, knowing what you're capable of, knowing what you deserve to earn, and knowing how to run your household and make your dreams come true, make your thing your thing. Try not to get too emotional about what you've lost and heartache and literal loss and depression and people passing, and stay focused in the current as much as you can. I know it's so hard. Stay focused and justice will be served. There's some redemption here for you. Thank you so much for tuning in, Virgo. I wish you a beautiful October. I love you. And remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.